hope you're having a great day. Diana from Adirondack Girl at Heart. I teach antique lovers how to create vintage and antique businesses that they love. One of the ways I do that is by sharing my vintage finds with you, telling you what I paid for each item and what I think they're worth. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you do, please give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, or subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate that so much. All right, let's jump right in. We'll start with some ceramics since I bought quite a lot of them at recent estate sales and thrift stores. Let's start with this beautiful piece. This is what's often called a blue onion pattern because of these little graphics here that look like onions. This is a Villeroy and Bosch German plate, definitely antique. There's the mark on the back. And I'm planning an article for my website about transferware, which is what this decoration was transferred onto the ceramic plate. And I'm hoping 10 to 12 at a minimum for that piece. But like I said, I bought it for this article that I'm going to write. Same with this Copeland Spode little saucer. It's a transferware pattern, really pretty. And here is the mark on the back. Copeland Spode is a really high quality manufacturer of dishware, and $5 to $8, something like that for that piece. Here's a Johnson Brothers plate that I thought was just gorgeous. By the way, these plates cost $1. I picked them up, $1 each. I picked them up at the world's largest garage sale in Warrensburg, New York. And if you follow me on Instagram, then you saw some of my photos and videos from that day, along with some of the items that I picked up, including this plate. There's a pair. I've bought 2 of them. The pattern is called Wild Rose, and there's the Johnson Brothers mark on the back. Again, $10, something like that, but it's a transferware design, so I will be writing about that. And then you may have seen my recent blog post about Blue Willow China, which I do love the pattern, and I told the story behind the figures in this design, and this piece is from Japan, worth about $8 to $10. And the final piece of dishware is this little Phoenix pattern transferware plate. I have a few pieces of Phoenix, including salt and pepper shakers that I inherited from my grandmother. It is not marked. Made by multiple manufacturers. I'm guessing this is probably Japanese. And if you've been watching for a while, that you know that mortar and pestle sets and single bowls like this piece, this mortar, sell really well for me. This is an ironstone example. It's not marked. It's super heavy, and you know it's a mortar because it's got this little indent here, which is where the pestle would have sat. Mortar and pestle is for grinding herbs or medicines, things like that. So the pestle would grind the item in the mortar or the bowl. In any event, they are usually ironstone like this one, or wood, and this should sell for about $25 all on its own. If it had the pestle, it would be more in the $40 to $45 range. Here is a beautiful piece of French majolica. I have an article in the works on this as well. This is a piece from France, which I just found very interesting. It's definitely antique. It has flaws in it. I'm not sure if you can see, there are little black specks all over, like something else that was in the kiln at the same time maybe burnt off and landed on the piece. I'm not sure. Otherwise, it's in really great shape. It was $3 at a local thrift store, and I'm hoping it will bring something like $30 to $35 for that. It's got a floral and leaf pattern. I'm not sure if you can see that. And 2 buffalo china pitchers. Buffalo china had several marks over the years. Here is one of them. Just want to make sure I'm holding it up the right way. My eyes are old. There's one mark. This piece cost $2. I hope to sell it on Etsy, where I've been selling lots of restaurant wear, older restaurant wear, ironstone, and English and American ironstone. I think this will sell on Etsy for about $20. And then here's a restaurant wear piece, also by Buffalo China. There's another mark. And these are less desirable, the pieces that have the stripes on them, but there is still interest. I hope this larger pitcher, small pitcher, larger creamer will sell for about $25. And then here's another Buffalo China piece with yet another mark. This is called Colorado ware, but it's Buffalo China. It's a little dish, perfect for a soap dish. I will sell this in my antique booth. It was a 50 cents. I bought 2 of them, and it should sell for about $6 to $8. And then the last piece of china are these 2 really pretty English butter pats. Square are really nice. I do have an article on my website about them that I'll link to. This is by the T.G.F. Booth Company, the makers of beautiful ironstone. So this is a pair of ironstone butter pats with this brown transfer design on them. They're in really good shape, no chips or cracks, and I hope to sell them on Etsy or possibly on Instagram, where I have occasional sales, for something like $25 to $30 for that pair. So that's it for china. Here's a couple of pieces of glass, an old flask type bottle. It's got a little condensation on the inside. I have to let it dry out. It was $2, and it should sell for about $15 to $20. It's got this really nice embossed design on it. The cap is in really good shape, no rust on that. So that was a nice piece. And I don't buy a lot of art glass or pretty glass. It doesn't sell super well for me, but I do have an article on my blog about Fenton. This is Fenton, this clear outer ridge here is called a crust on this really beautiful ruffled edge. It is pink, so I would call that pink crust. It's not marked, but this ruffle is pretty distinctive, and then this edge is definitely distinctive of Fenton. I paid $5 for it, and I think it's worth about $25 to $30, possibly more. I have to do some research on that. Here's an interesting items, set of 4 iced teaspoons with these plastic handles that really look like celluloid. They aren't, they're just plastic. But this set, which I bought for $1, should sell for about $15 to $20 is what I think that is. How about a couple of larger items? This I picked up at a flea market, a church flea market. What a fun day that was. That was at the Niskayuna Reformed Church, and this was $5. I think it's from a carnival. Definitely vintage, old vintage, and I need to put some hooks on the back so it can be hung. I have already written a price tag for this for $55. I'm hoping to bring that up to my shop later on this week. And then, if you are following me on Instagram, you have already seen this piece. How about that? That's from an estate sale from last weekend, I think. And I paid $45 for it, but I already wrote the tag for it. I put $195 on it. Called it Remarkable Signed Original Art Oil Painting with Gorgeous Ornate Gold Gilt Frame. So that's gonna look really great in my booth, and hopefully it will sell. I also posted a video about this really nice antique mallet. It was $3, and I think it will bring about, it does have splits in the wood as it dries or cools or gets moist. That changes the makeup of the wood, and often things will be split, but it should still bring about $35 is what I'm expecting on that. Now, rolling pins are not great sellers nowadays. They used to sell really like hotcakes for $12, $15, $18, $20. This one I couldn't pass up because it's from one piece of wood. The handles aren't separate. This was likely handmade, possibly on a lathe, because the handles are really, they do match each other. I picked it up for $3 at a thrift store, and I'm hoping to sell it for about $15. Like I said, because it's molded or made from one piece of wood. Garden utensils, garden tools like this sell all the time. I could have my whole booth full of these and they would sell. So this is nice because it's red. It's definitely older. I will wax the handle. That will bring out the wood. It's got a little inside design there, and this should sell for $12 to $15. Picked up a dog cookie cutter. Anything with a dog sells pretty well, and I'm hoping this one will sell for about $10 to $12. A nice little measuring tin, probably for outside in the garage or on a farm, something like that. It was $3 at the Warrensburg World's Largest Garage Sale, which I also have an article about that I wrote years ago when we attended. And this should sell for about, I'm gonna say $20, right around $20. And I picked up this drawer at the Warrensburg Garage Sale. I loved it because it's got these compartments, so it will be great to display items in my antique booth. I need to clean it up a little bit, and it's got this kind of ugly silver paint with these words, so I will probably paint over that just quickly. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that. And then the last piece that I picked up also at the Warrensburg Garage Sale is this really chunky cutting board. Not in great shape, but it's not terrible either. I think with a little bit of wax, it'll be fine. The back has some paint on it. I haven't even cleaned it yet. So there's an article on my blog post about cleaning cutting boards, basically with lemon juice and salt, and scrubbing it clean and then applying a coat of wax. And I think that will be really beautiful and should sell for $25 to $35. And that's it for today. That's my vintage finds. I hope you enjoyed seeing them. Again, if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe to see more vintage finds. Every week or two, I post a video. Thanks for joining me today, and as always, happy hunting.